Am I the a-hole for considering telling my ex's fiancé after he showed up drunk the night before his wedding? I was with my ex for 2 years. It was not the best relationship, and we broke up because I moved for uni and just didn't want to be with him anymore. It has been almost 5 years since we broke up, and I am engaged to be married with my fiancé, who is absolutely my soulmate. Yesterday evening at around 22 o'clock, he rang our doorbell drunk. His bachelor party was in the city I live in, and he came to see me. When my fiancé opened the door, my ex just started sobbing, saying that he couldn't believe my fiancé, was real or some BS like that. We took him into the apartment because he didn't look dangerous, and he just vocally vomited before he actually vomited in our bath. What I could gather is that he was still very hurt because our breakup, that he thinks that we could have made it work, and he regrets treating me badly. He then threw up again and called an Uber to his hotel. It was very surreal. He was fine. We fed him waffles and Sif to sober up and told him to write us when he was in his hotel to make sure he didn't die or something. I was left with a weird feeling, almost dirty. I am thinking of contacting his soon-to-be wife. Or should I call him to encourage him to tell that to his fiancée? Or should I not do anything and let this just be an anecdote for my future? Edit, just because this kept coming up. My main goal with telling her is not for them to break up. I don't want that, and that's not why I would want to tell her. The reason for me telling her is solely that I would want to know if I was her. Nothing else. It's also not me bragging about him not being over me. That's not something I care about, and wonder how some of you twisted it into that. Also, a tiny update. I decided that contacting the bride was the wrong move because we are not friends. However, I send his sister, an old friend of mine, a message basically saying to talk to her brother because he appeared at my door drunk and distressed, and to make sure he was okay. She thanked me for the massage and apologized profusely because my ex has been apparently acting a fool for a few weeks now leading up to his wedding. She asked me if I was okay and if her brother had gone back to the hotel room because they couldn't find him. I told her he had Ubered home and had written us that he had arrived in his room at around 11:30 p.m. She thanked me again, and I haven't heard from her since. Another update. His sister called me again to ask me if he had come by or said anything about his whereabouts. Apparently, he didn't show for the wedding, and no one knows where he is. So me telling the fiancé is now obsolete. Update. Long story short, he bailed. He decided he did not want to commit to his fiancé, bailed, and days later called to break off the engagement. Bit more details. After his sister and I talked, my ex's fiancé reached out and was kinda mad. The best man had told her he went to see me. At first, she was convinced we had sex, so that took a bit of talking. I felt sorry. She was very distraught. She apologized. I apologized and told her I wished her the best. Saturday, I received a call from the sister. Apparently, appeared. He went all the way to France. His sister called me to apologize because my ex had stolen one of my lipsticks. I honestly had not noticed, but my ex admitted it to her. She pay-ported me the money to buy myself a new one. I said I was not mad and asked her how she was and how his ex-fiancé was. On their end, everything is a mess. Everyone is mad at him. I don't know many more details and was kinda not willing to ask. But yeah, that's it.